Today we're going to talk about the number one reason that you're stuck and the ancient mystery to turning it into success. You know, you can watch different video and hear all kind of stuff like it because you're not very committed or decided or you overthink and this kind of stuff. I know you already heard that and you are here right now watching this video because you are decided, you are committed, you want to fix your problem, you want to fix this pattern. And you know, a lot of Americans right now, the data show that 83% of the Americans feel stuck and not completely fulfilled in their life. I coach a lot of people, they can show some success in their businesses, their life, but behind the scene, they feel stuck. They feel like stuck in the same pattern, the same paradigm in their life. And behind the smiles, behind the success marker, a silent dissatisfaction is spreading right now. And maybe you have tried everything. You tried new strategies, new book, new online courses, new coaching, new environment, new relationship, but the same pattern keep returning because the root has never been addressed. And this is what we're going to talk today. What I'm about to share with you, I learned the hard way. 26 years ago, I was seeking to have answer in my life, helping everybody, but I was stuck also in some pattern in my life. And I want to see the result, the fruit, the progress in my life, because I really believe that what makes somebody happy is progress. And this is what you're going to see today in this podcast, progress. Stay with me, and we're going to reveal this ancient mystery to change your life, to transform your life, and to change the pattern.
Hi, it's Dr. Martine Wilkie, and welcome to Be Limitless podcast.
I'm Dr. Martine Wilkie, and since 33 years, I'm helping people to restore their life, to transform their life, to get the result they desire. But it started with myself. I want to see the result in myself. I want to produce the result that I can help other people to understand the same thing that I understood for the pattern I was facing in my life. And this is what I learned the hard way. The real reason you stay stuck, it's not because of lack of discipline or willpower or motivation. It's deeper than that. The root is deeper than that because I was a person really disciplined, motivated to see the change, committed to see the change. I was doing the work to see the change, but never able to see the result, to break the pattern in my body, in my finances, in my relationship. And I started to understand the wisdom, the ancient mystery, how to transform my life to see the result I desire and to help other people to do the same thing. This ancient mystery, then more than 5,000 years ago, it's for us today. The science now proved that, the psychologists prove that right now, and this is what I'm going to share with you today. Now, if you don't go to the root, it's like a tree. A tree has some root, and your life feels stuck, and you want to remove the problem. You want to remove the paradigm. You want to remove the pattern. But the problem is the root is deeper, and the roots are not visible. The roots are invisible. Now you try to work on the manifestation of the problem. You try to fix the problem. You try to fix what is visible, the output. But if you don't go to the input, you're never going to fix really the problem, because if you cut the tree and you don't go to the root to fix the problem that is underground, it's invisible, you're going to see always the tree coming back and the same pattern coming back. The ancient mystery that proves that we are spirit, soul, and body. And we cannot fix a pattern, a problem, just by the mechanical, the action. And this is what the majority of people, the American, then try to do. They try to take different courses. And what you try to do, this kind of strategies that somebody else is going to do is going to have the result, and you're not going to have the result. What is going on? Why you work so hard and you don't see the change in your life? Because you are a being, spirit, having an experience here, and you have a soul, and everything that you desire is produced by the fact that who you are. You don't get in life what you want. You get in life about who you are. And if you don't work on that and you don't go deeper in the root, then you're not going to see the change. It's like I was doing a lot of diets for a big part of my life. And from the age of 12 years old to 24 years old, I was always on diets, trying to fix the manifestation, the problem outside. To the day I realized the problem is not my body, the problem is inside. And I started to understand that we are the interface. We are the one between what we desire, our dreams, and the reality, the manifestation. And if we don't fix our interface, that is, you don't see it, but it's invisible, it's like the root, but it's inside, you're gonna see always the same result. The problem is not what you desire. What you desire you. And if you don't fix the way you react and who you are, then you're going to stay stuck always. You're going to try to do different courses, coaching, different things. 30 seconds to share with you my brand new book, Activate Heaven on Earth with the Limitless Interface. You need this book if you want to activate the life of your dreams and you're tired to work so hard and don't see the breakthrough, don't see the change. You need to understand the psycho-neuro-spiritual system that I explain in this book with the right action strategies to manifest the dream that you have, the desires that you have, and to see the next level of wealth, success, abundance, and destiny for your life. You have one life to live, and you can maximize this life if you understand these principles and you apply it in your life. Then click on the link, get this book. You're gonna be amazed by all the information and also the system to apply to see the transformation in your life. You are the interface, and your interface work with the 4 dimensions. The psycho work with your brain, the neuro, work with the spiritual aspect, with the spiritual law, like the law of gravity, the law of success that govern the earth. Then when you don't understand this law, you can repeat the same mistake and break the law. And if you break the law will break you. Then this is why you need to understand that your interface work with this 1st dimension, the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th, that is action, the right strategy. Because I really believe that believing faith without action is dead. We need to do the right action. But the majority of people, they're going to try to do the action again and again, the mechanic. And it's not wrong, but the problem is the mechanic cannot work if the biggest part, that is 80% of the problem of the pattern, is there. Then you're going to repeat the same mistake and you're going to attract the same result. Then the ancient mystery reveal, and this is for you today, reveal that if you work on renewing your mind, then you're transformed by the renewing of your mind. You have to work on your belief system and your subconscious mind that produce 95% of the result of your life without thinking about it. You just do what you receive by repetition. Then your belief system, you have duality in your interface with you want to have this result, but you receive information against this result. Like, take an example, you want to make more money. But the problem is you receive a lot of information in your subconscious mind that programming you from your childhood that it's tough to make money. Then you have to work hard to make money. Money doesn't grow in the tree. And all kind of money is evil, and all kind of information or bad idea against rich people. You receive that not necessarily consciously in your mind, but your subconscious mind received that. With all my clients when I work, I have to start with all kind of belief they receive. Maybe their conscious mind say, no, this is not what I believe today anymore. But their subconscious mind is not reprogrammed with the new belief. And more you want to see the result, more you have to enforce your subconscious mind by repetition with this new belief. If you don't do that, you're not going to see the result. At the same time, has an effect on your brain. You can rewire your brain by the repetition of the information at the point that you believe more this new information, the truth, than what you received before. And you have to do it by repetition again and again, that you have to take one thing and realize, okay, what kind of information I receive from my childhood or maybe from generation. And by repetition, my subconscious mind now is just an autopilot to reproduce what I receive. My conscious mind believe other things, but my subconscious mind is not reprogrammed. And you take one thing and you confront on a list what you receive with the truth, with your new belief, and you write it down and you read it again 7 times per day for 70 days. Try it 7 times a day for 70 days. And you repeat out loud, you read it 7 times, the new belief by repetition. Repetition, it's a long-term relationship. You need to do it, and your brain's going to be rewired by the repetition that you're doing and start to receive the new belief and start to react with the new belief. And spiritually, then you receive the voices of generation that try to keep you stuck. This is what nobody talk about. And this is why I wrote a book about the limitless interface and the Zikaron. Zikaron is a Hebrew word that means the memory of generation. And the epigenetic science now prove that you receive the voices of generation. And when you want to do something, you have like a duality because you have kind of voice. And people think it's an imposter voice. These voices come from generation that they fail, they have fear, anxiety, all kind of situation, bankruptcy, trauma, and you have these voices in your blood. And this is why the ancient mystery reveal that from generation you bear the voices of generation, that the science now prove that. Then if you don't confront that, then you're going to be stuck with your interface to repeat always the same thing. And you're going to sabotage the result in your life. Then you feel stuck because you don't synergize the 4 dimensions together and with the right action. You try many things. It's why so many people, they don't know who they are, and they try many things. And I believe that real success and not feeling stuck anymore is to go and to start this work about, first of all, who am I? Because a fish knows that it is created to swim. An eagle knows that it is created to fly. You have to know who you are, because your life will react according to understand who you are and why you're here. And you're feeling stuck because you run after the result, making more money, having this kind of result, instead to understand that who you are and the dream you have in your heart, this is what you desire, and to unlock the interface like a computer, need the password to unlock the information. And when you have the right password, that is your identity, you unlock the right information to come and to create the life you were created to have. This is make all the difference. You're not here to occupy a space of oxygen. You're here to do something, and God created you with specific skills, abilities to fulfill this dream life. Not to have a job, not to have just a business, to fulfill who you are. You have an assignment. You were born with this assignment. Now you have to discover this assignment. And one reason why you're stuck, you're running after the result instead to understand who you are. And because you're in the interface and you work with this 4 dimension, then you are the interface between your dream and what you want for your life and the reality. And this interface here is the portal between heaven and earth, is the portal, and the portal has 4 dimensions. And if you don't work on that, you're gonna feel stuck. You have some part in your life that you don't understand, like an interface, like a computer. A computer has to have the right software to operate, to function the right way. If you don't understand the spiritual law, that is software from heaven to operate the right way, you're gonna break the law and the law will break you, and this is why you feel also stuck. More you understand you are the interface and you work in yourself to restore and reprogram your psycho, your neuro, and your spiritual to learn the spiritual law, more you're going to see the result in your life. You're going to stop to run and stop to receive all kind of cliche stuff, repetitive, again and again. You overthink, you have to take a decision, you're not enough discipline. All of that will be fixed when you start to work on your interface and to understand the spiritual law, the voices from generation, and the pattern from generation. You have pattern in your life, and 99% of the time it comes from generation. And you're going to hear all kind of people trying to coach you, to tell you, work harder, or just change, or do this, and they don't have this kind of same battle that you have in your life. Maybe you have a heavy burden of generation in your life, and it's heavier than some other people. Maybe these people was blessed by their parents, or their parents was already successful in this area, and you try to fix this area in your life, and it's come from generation, but you're choosing to change the story of your bloodline, and you cannot conquer what you don't confront, and you cannot confront what you don't identify. You need to understand that the pattern where you're stuck, the ancient mystery reveal that where you're stuck is a pattern that you receive from generation. And maybe you don't know your parents, grandparents, but you have to deal right now with their pattern, that where they were stuck. And when you identify that, is the start of change. And when you start to renew your mind and work on it, and you repeat to yourself to reprogram with the truth and the new belief, and you change the level of your identity to understand who you are and to unlock heaven to be manifested in your life, because you start to work on yourself to understand who you are, not according to the past generation, but according to who you are, you're going to start to manifest your dream in your life. And this is make all the difference. And hope this teaching today helped you. I would like to have your comment. I would like to answer your question. I would like to go deeper with you. In the next video, I'm going to continue to talk about that, because it's a huge problem that 83% of the Americans, they feel stuck right now, and they don't feel completely fulfilled. We have one life to live, one life. And we have one shot, and you have to understand that it's not just about one thing. It's about to be fulfilled with your life and to create the life of your dream. You can do it. It's not a coincidence that you just came in this video. Please like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I was blessed to share this teaching with you, and hope you were blessed also, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.